All right. Welcome back, everybody, to a very, very quiet game. This is Eye of the Beholder. This is how it plays. You can go into your inventory by clicking on your characters. We have our commission letter from the Marcus. If we put this in one of our hands, we can read it. Commission and Letter of Mark. This document is a binding commission of service to the lords and sovereign city of Waterdeep. The bearers of this document are agents of the Lords of Waterdeep and are granted full rights of passage beneath the city of Waterdeep. Any who would dare interfere risk the full penalty of our wrath. Information has been presented to us that there is a plot afoot in our city. Evidence points to the sewers that run beneath Waterdeep. We have no information about the exact nature of the threat, but we feel the urgency is grave. We commission you to find the nature of the danger and to destroy it if you are able. You are granted full rights of mark. All treasures, artifacts, or other valuables are yours by right of conquest. This writ is made legal and binding by our mark on this 5th day of the Marpennoth in the year of shadows. So one of the problems with this game, at least for a Let's Playing thing, is that I am going to probably be using the numpad because it's way more comfortable for me to play than trying to do this the whole time. If I tried to do it this way, you would be able to follow what was going on a lot better, and so I might try to mouse this whole game, but it is way harder for me if I do that. I am by no means like some kind of crazy like Eye of the Beholder champion master player. This is going to seem weird, but Alex is going to hold a rock. The reason is because if I do that, he throws the rock. That is something Alex can do from the back row. So he's going to do it. It's actually the same thing with her, because if I was to right-click the dagger, she would not do anything with it. The other reason for her to hold on to the dagger if I want to, though, is because I can actually pick it up off her hand and do that and throw it. Which does damage. So that is one of the things that I may be doing more than I would like to admit. I'm going to go back to using 2 weapons, because apparently that's what I do. There are a couple different options we can change, and I'm going to change one of them. One of them is that the bar graphs are on right now. If we click that, it turns off and you can see everyone's hit point numbers. I kind of prefer that, and I kind of don't. Every now and then. I might switch back and forth, but for now I think I'm going to leave it on just because that's kind of fun. It says tunes are on. You'll have noticed that, but don't be all worried that you're missing out on the tunes. There are very much so not really any tunes in this game. So don't worry about that. She's first level. She doesn't have... Oh no, that's right, we're 3rd level. So she has Melf's Acid Arrow to memorize. That's great. And Detect Magic, Magic Missile, Shield, and Shocking Grasp. At this point in the game, Magic Missile and Detect Magic are what we want. This game does a very good job of just, here's some items. You have no idea if they're magical unless you use a Detect Magic, which is actually a very cool thing. Even Baldur's Gate doesn't do that. As a matter of fact, in Baldur's Gate, Detect Magic is not a spell. It doesn't exist at all, as far as I remember, at least. So that's one of the things I always preferred about this game over Baldur's Gate, and just like a lot of these old D&D games in general. They do the whole, you don't know if things are magical unless you detect magic thing. I forgot he can get a Detect Magic. I don't know if I want him to right now or not, though. Hold Person would be helpful. Aid will be helpful, especially if we carry 2 of them. That'll be a very good thing to do. Aid also gives a Bless, so if I aid the 2 frontliners, I don't need to have Bless. However, Bless hits the whole team and is kind of nice to have. I will carry 2 Cure Light Wounds, and a Protection from Evil would be kind of handy. It's a pretty nice boon of a spell, and since she's carrying our Detect Magic, I can have him carry a Protection from Evil right now. And then we need to rest to get those spells. We have to rest for 8 hours, and then they will memorize all of our spells. And so now we have all of our spells. Everybody, we've picked up our rocks. We can't go that way. That's unfortunate. Now, the other thing about this game, there's no mini-map. There's no mini-map of any kind. So you'll have to bear with me in that I, for a while, will kind of just be playing this game, just kind of playing it, just trying to figure out my way through, remember where I've gone. That's right, I was going to try to do this, so we're going to keep trying. Here, take the lockpicks. You can't really use them, but halfling bones. Something very, very, very interesting about this. If we take the halfling bones with us, we can actually get them raised later in the game. And we can get our character. So our first taste of combat. I need to close this. And then we right click to attack, and I did 4, and he died. And that was it. That was combat. Oh, he hit me. What a douche. Alright, there's a button there. Okay, well, let's go this way. Like I said, I'll try to use the mouse movement controls. I'll try to play this game all mouse. I can't guarantee my wrist will be able to do that, but I will try. And oh, there's a bunch of them. Oh, I threw the dagger. I forgot the daggers are thrown when you right-click on them. Well, that being said, here, have a dagger. And that's a ration. And that's a dagger. That's a rock. If you take daggers and stick them on your belt, I think that when you throw a dagger, you will replace the one you throw with one that's on your belt, I think. That might not be this game, though. That might be a later game that is more advanced. Because you will notice as we play this game that it is relatively archaic in how it controls and how it runs. Cool. Got him. And I was right. It does replace the dagger with one that's on your belt. So there is a ground plate. Just to show you what they do. Oh god. Monsters! Whoosh. Whoosh. If we want to cast spells, what we have to do is we have to right-click on this, and it brings up the spell list. And then you have to select your spell really quickly and cast it. That's what you gotta do. It's all real-time, too, so you can't, you can't get away with, just taking forever to decide what spell you want to cast. You have to, react quickly. And cast your spells. Okay. That door has no switch. Can't go that way. Here, I think, is our first major puzzle. Oh my lord, how will we ever handle it? By putting a rock on the switch. And that apparently was enough to gain Alex a level. Good job, Alex. You are now higher level. What did you roll for hit points, my friend? You're up to 25 now. I think that means he got 3. That's one of the reasons why I should probably just have... How did he already level up? That's crazy. I haven't... sorry. Coughing. I haven't done anything yet. He's, leveling up. We'll get a slow poison, and there you go. I know. I don't want to rest right now. We don't need to rest right now. Food is a concern in this game. Not a big one, but it is a concern. I'm going to switch over here real fast before we... Okay. Oh! See that? Secret button. Oh! Monsters! Oof, oof. Can he not use daggers? Oh, he can't use daggers. That's right. Clerics can't use any kind of a sharp weapon at all. None. So he does have to use the rock. Here's the rock, buddy. There you go, Alex. Throw rocks at our foes, if you would, please. It's okay. The cleric will be the character that smells terrible here. Yeah. I don't see any more secrets so far. There's a dart. I'm gonna go ahead and cast a detect magic. It is not a magical dart. Alright. The only magical thing we have is her spellbook. That's it. Sorta sad, but true. The cleric will seem like basically my most useless character, but his role will be invaluable, being that he will be the character that can heal the party. Which actually, speaking of healing the party, we kind of need to. We need to do some Cure Light Wounds on Kolar. Kolar is going to have the slight disadvantage with his character in that his armor class is a 7, whereas mine is a 5. In AD&D, lower armor class is better. I know that seems counterintuitive, but it's the truth. There's a clerical scroll of bless and a magic user scroll of armor. I'm not super concerned with her learning mage armor. Oh, I don't remember these things. Magic missile! Got him. 5 damage. Missed. Oh god, are they like carrion crawlers? They look kind of like carrion crawlers. Got it. It's dead. They do actually, and that would make sense. That is a low-level monster for you to fight. It's carrion crawlers. Gotta be careful with carrion crawlers. They can paralyze you. So if those are carrion crawlers, then when I got hit back there, I was lucky to make my saving throw. Because saving throws in AD&D are hard. They are not at all easy. What is up here? Oh, more monsters. As I was saying before, I can't guarantee... I'll just punch them too. I can do that. I can't guarantee that I will play the whole game without a map open. And that will just kind of make it so that this isn't a big, like, let's watch as Brian's lost and has no idea where he's going for the whole freaking game. Because you will watch that. Also, you'll notice I'm not going to be a hoarder. There's no buy and sell in this game. So there is legit no reason to hoard a whole bunch of daggers if you're never going to use them. Matter of fact, I have too many already. I know that in every level, on every floor, there is a secret quest that you are supposed to do. It's like the side quest of the dungeon, of the floor, basically. And it gets you a bunch of extra experience. Sometimes it gets you a reward as well. Because it'll be like the quest of the floor. Like, and sometimes they are completely skippable sometimes. They don't have to be done. As of right now, I'm not yet lost, which is a plus for us. 4 damage from his fist. Wow, that one only had 4 HP. This one has quite a bit more than that. It's our first shield. Kolar can use that. Give him better armor class. Oh. Attack it. Got it. It's dead. Hey, look, an arrow. Cool. I will take that. I'll put it in my quiver, actually. That button is tiny. What does it do? Okay. It opens that. This is where we have need of your rock. we have solved the puzzle. But I don't know if I went this way. I don't feel like I did. I did not. Do. Oh, it stays open. Have I already been here? There's like no monsters. That button's been pushed. I think I have. Oh! That's that door. Okay. Alright, yeah. I have been here. Because then that door didn't open, that's right. And then I didn't know where to go. That's right. I remember. I remember. That was hard to tell that I'd already been there from this side. Okay. Okay, so this is the old copy protection. What you were supposed to have to do was go to your manual, find the page with that symbol, the mace, and enter line and find line 1 and enter the first word. Because this is the GOG version, I am able to just kind of be like coolest, and it'll take it. It'll take anything I give it. So, a key to teach us about keys, no doubt. Oh, there are 3 ways to go. Oh boy. Well, when we come back, floor 2 of Eye of the Beholder. And when it happens, it happens. We're going to rest the party real fast, though. That's right. It does the full heal thing when you rest. But when we come back, do you wish to save the game? More Eye of the Beholder. What happens, happens. See you all then.